I hope you all slept well. And the movie that you saw last night, Too Big to Fail, if I remember the last scene where Secretary of Treasury is saying, he says at the end, "I hope it works," what he did, or something to that effect. Well, it didn't fucking work. And smart money knew it wasn't going to work in the beginning. Because the difference between Keynesian economics and supply side economics or trickle down economics has been known for a long, long time. But the reason I've changed the methodology slightly, and in some cases greatly, for the seminar is, as I said last night while we were waiting for the gypsies to arrive, I went back and I looked at last seminar for May this year, 2012, and 2010, and 2009 and 8, and I looked at who has been successful, the most successful, and who hasn't. And I try to isolate the reasons why. And it comes down to one thing, and I beat it quite heavily in the seminar, as you'll see. You're going to hear about emotional bank account till you're sick to your stomach. But beyond being an emotional bank account, or lack thereof, is fear. Fear of taking action, because you lack self-esteem, you lack self-worth. And even though, for the most part, people that come here and they pony up the money have more self-esteem than other people, you still don't have as much self-esteem as a Bill Gates, a Steve Jobs, a Donald Trump, for sure. Okay? You just don't. Or forget them, me. You don't have 5% of my self-esteem. Maybe you don't have 1%. Okay. Yet, for the majority of the world, you're in the top 5%, let's say. But the big fucking hitters, the grande hitters, the Hitlers, the Stalins, the Mussolinis, the Galileos, the Henry Fords, the first one, the Edisons, etc., have big fucking self-esteem. And if you want to hit a grand slam, not just get on base in life, get on base is an analogy or metaphor for American baseball, where you just get on first base or second base. But if you want to hit a grand slam where the base is loaded and you want to hit it out of the park, you've got to grow your self-esteem. And we're going to talk a lot about growing self-esteem. And there's a card on your in front of you that says, when people have low self-esteem, they protect themselves by not taking risks, by not contributing. When you have high self-esteem, you take chances. So that means you're risking the few fucking little pennies you have. Now, I'm the only one in the room that's lost a few $100 million. Well, I had a few $100 million to lose. So I would rather be in that position than in your position. So we're going to beat this motherfucker to death. Some of you have more balls than others in this room. Some of you have minuscule balls, and I mean metaphorically for the ladies, minuscule balls. Some of you are here by fucking accident. You're in the right place at the right time. The king of all accidents isn't here today. He's a gypsy, and we all know who he was. He normally sits right there. And one of his young partners or associates, Andre, said, "We've been fucking lucky. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We make these millions. We don't know how." And you were part of that group, and so you know it's true. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They still don't know what the fuck they're doing. But they're still making more money than most people in this room. Because 4 years ago, I beated him, as he used to say, the senior guy. I beated him good. I worked with him, and then we couldn't work together after about 4 or 5 months. And then he came to the seminar again in 2010, and I beated him again. And then he came to the seminar this last May, and I fucking really beated him. And he took away 4 or 5 little acorns of knowledge, one of which was delegation. He had to come here and spend all this money to learn delegation. The second one was to get a personal assistant. So, this is in front of you to remind you. This is to remind you. Now, there's another card. That's me. What does it say, Marcus?
Cost of success.
What does it say, Doris?
Cost of success.
Cost of success.
Cost of success. Robert, what does it say?
Cost of success.
Benoit, what does it say?
Cost of success.
Cost of success.
Cost of success.
Let's see. Mark? Yeah, okay. My accountant's name is spelled just like that. Cost of success. Hans?
Yes.
Sorry. There.
Cost
Yeah.
of success.
Attila the Hun?
Cost of success.
Alexander the Great?
Cost of success.
There is a cost to success. It ain't no fucking free trip. Most of you are cunts. You want something for free. I started thinking about Joe, and I'm really happy for Joe Polish's. I didn't know he was so successful, you know. But he had a cost of success. And Doris, who's been up and down the road 2-3 times in her 75-year career, she knows there's a cost of success. See, for those of you that haven't lost a bunch of money like Doris has, you don't know what I'm talking about. Because you're still trying to grab onto the few fucking pennies you've got. But until you lost a lot of money, you don't know what the cost of success is. Whoever said that it's hard to get to the top, but it's even harder to stay on the top, was smart. I don't know who that said that, but somebody said it. Because there is a cost of success, and we're going to talk a lot about pay price to action. What are you willing to give up to get what you want? Now, in recent months, in the last 30 months, I remember getting emails from Robert that he said that he had postponed a vacation, a holiday. He made his accountant meet him at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, most people won't get up for, to have sex with their partner at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, let alone make a meeting. And most people in Europe, especially, holiday time is sacrosanct. The fucking Brits here, and the Scots, lazy bastards that they are, they buy holidays, these cheap and nasty holidays for 300, 400, 500, 700 pounds, 2-3 years in advance. And then they expect the employer, me, to give a fuck. I don't care if you bought it fucking 40 years in advance. How can you plan manufacturing or anything, and then all of a sudden, and then they normally tell you about 3 weeks before they're going to take their holiday. They bought it 3 years in advance and they tell you 3 weeks. And they expect you to just drop everything and, oh, that's okay, have a good time. When you really want to say, you fucking cunt, why didn't you tell me 6 months ago? I would have fired you already. But that's why they don't tell you. Because they know you fucking fire them. Okay. So there's a cost of success. Now, some of you have sent, on your Facebooks, which I don't know what you people think about, but anyway, when you put that shit on Facebook. But the king of Facebooks, again, isn't here. The biggest fucking idiot of all time. Now, what you don't know is, even though you're not supposed to in the United States, people use Facebooks to decide whether they want to interview you or not. Well, there's a lot in this room I wouldn't fucking interview based on your fucking Facebook. Some people have on their Facebook pictures of themselves standing in front of my Silver Spur and my Aston Martin out there. Doesn't say that it's not theirs. Some even have pictures of them sitting behind the wheel. Now, who are they fooling? What does it say?
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
What does it say?
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you don't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you
No.
can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both.
You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't fucking make both. This was said to me about 17 years ago by one of my partners who's in the movie business, a guy named Sullivan, a very bright guy from Boston. We had a world-class board. We had everybody but Edison and Ford on our board, but we didn't make any money because they made a lot of excuses. There was always a reason. There was the recession. There was this. It was that. Some bullshit. You know, a couple of the big companies that I built up over the years, I didn't know you couldn't sell real estate with 20% interest rates. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. So I sold the shit out of it and made a lot of money. Nobody told me I couldn't build Great Western Resources when oil dropped from 40 to $8 a barrel. Nobody told me. We decided not to participate in the energy recession or depression. I see in the emails, even in the emails for those of you that haven't come yet, excuses all the time. Didn't beat you up about them, but now you're here. But going forward, when you give me the excuses for the year going forward, and as I told you, I'm not sure I'm going to do this year work with you. It's too tedious. It's too time consuming. And you don't listen. Like if I'm here, I can kick Benoit right in the balls personally, but on the email, it's a cunt. You can say, I won't read the email. Well, I'll delete it. So I'm not sure I'm going to do this anymore about the year going on. It's great for you guys because you have access to me, but most of you had no balls to take access to me. So, and then when you do take access to me, it's something I fucking told you 7 times already, and this is the 8th time, and you know, you're not old, but except for Doris, but young kids can learn new tricks. It is harder for old people to learn new tricks. You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both. And my favorite, what am I? Got some spilled. Anyway.
Fortune favors the brave.
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 Fortune favors the brave. We got a couple of people named after great rulers. Two gypsies actually, Alexander and Troyan. Great rulers, had big balls, big sacks. All the, you know, Gates, I mean, they all had big balls. Some were less honest than others. Another thing we're going to talk about, most of the big guys are, not most, all of the big guys are ruthless cocksuckers. They would stamp your life out without even thinking about it. All of them. Fortune favors the brave. Not the weak cunts, the brave. Not the wusses, not the pussies, not the ones that can only do shit on the internet. The ones with big sacks. Okay. For those of you that have been to the seminar before, you know things have changed. Because I don't like being not successful. I don't like having such a low success rate, and I've got a high one for the people that come through here. Everybody should do what he did, Robert. There's no reason, given he's smart, but he's not that smart. He's smart. But we've had a lot smarter people come through than him. I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. We've had real rocket scientists, and we're going to talk about IQs, the highest IQ in recorded history. I've been given bad information for 15, 18 years. It's not who I thought it was. Well, it's down the road. But he had 250 to 300, depending on the testing that they gave him, 250 to 300. And he was a Jewish immigrant his parents were Jewish immigrants from Russia that settled in Boston. Both parents were doctors. One was a doctor and a PhD. But he died poor. Like a lot of gypsies I know. He'll die fucking poor. Okay. Now, we're going to go around the room. You're going to say who you are, how old you are. And this is not in a diatribe white paper like War and Peace. 15, 20, 30 seconds. Why you're here. And for those of you that have come back, why you come back. Because like Marcus is back, this is the second time in this year, the third time overall. This is Doris's third time. This is Robert's second time. This Robert's 8th time. You ask yourself why, 8 times, So we'll start with Robert on this end.
My name is Robert Smith, 42 years old. Living in Asia, I think Dan's right. I'm here 8 times, might be 9 actually.
Okay.
Just keep coming back to learn more, and there's always something new to pick up every time you come. So anyway, you'll learn more about me later this week.
Michelle.
Michelle Brewer from New York. I'm 31 years old. I am here because I want exponential growth, and I would like to be more like Dan Peña.
My mother would like that. And she says that not everybody should be like you, Danny, that's what she called me. But that's a whole other story. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
My name is Mark Hoffman. I'm 20 years old. I come from Austria, and I'm in the Lambda business. I'm working together with Markus and Hansi, and it's my first time here.
Did you say 20 or 28?
28.
28, okay. I was going to say that it's kind of ugly for 20, but...
My name is Alexander Alexander. I'm trans brother and managing partner on the same company. We're dealing with
Internet scum.
and we're successful, and we hope to be 100 times more.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30, okay.
Okay, my name is Markus Bauer from Austria, 29 years old. I'm here my third time. I increased the revenue 7 times since I was here the first time. And, I'm here with Mark and Hansi, my brother, the key employees, key worker in my company.
You better looking younger brother.
Better looking, all doing better brother, yeah. And I'm here to make my quantum leap.
Doris?
My name is Doris Pernisario, and I'm from Orlando, Florida. I'm 56 years old. I met Dan in 1995 at a seminar. I think it was a 3 or 5 day in Orlando, Florida in 1995. I've been to the castle 3 times, and I own a telephone answering service in Orlando, Florida, and also one in Philippines.
My name is Benoit Brookins. I'm 25 years old. This is my first time here. I run a big data analysis company, and I'm here because I want to learn about staying power of success.
My name is Fanchav Yatila. I'm 27 years old. I'm here to learn about success and make a quantum leap in my life.
Hello, my name is Hansi Bauer from Austria. I have a partnership with my brother and with Mark in the solar industry. It's my first time here. I'm 25 years old and I want to learn to get more money.
Hi, my name is Tryon Sava. I'm here for the second time. I was here 5 months ago, the first seminar this year. And since then, started my own business. And it was, business is pretty good, so we want to take it to the next level.
My name is Robert Meyer, I'm 43. I'm here for the second time and there was much growth after the first time I was here, but I feel like I haven't started yet. So I think there's a lot to come, and that's very fine.
So we have a varied group from different parts of the world. We're heavy on the German-speaking and the Gypsy-speaking, with a sprinkle of Hungarian and Americans. Normally, we have a little more diversification. Okay, but before we start the seminar, and the seminar is for high-performance people, I want to welcome you. I'm not here to embarrass anybody, but I will. I'm not here to make you feel bad, but I will. But it's for your own good, like my dad used to tell me when he gave me a beating. I didn't believe that those beatings were for my own good, but I do now at 67 years old. I don't look 67, I don't act 67, and I'm pretty fucking tough for 67. I'm pretty tough for 27. And the reason that I am is because I believe, as some of you that know me a long time, it's mind over matter. And when I got hit by a car, ran over, backed over, and run over again in 1995, they said I wouldn't walk. I'm walking, right? When I lost 60-70% of the muscles in my left leg, it was like a polio bone. They said, you're through. This leg is stronger than this leg now. So I've had a lot of things happen to me that mind over matter. When I almost killed myself in Cabo San Lucas in 1999, racing dune buggies, and shattered my collarbone, my bone sticking through here, collapsed. I broke my sternum, which is almost impossible to break, collapsed my lungs, punctured my liver, punctured my spleen. They said I was going to die. Didn't die. I've had a lot of stuff happen to me that I should be dead. But it's not my fucking time. So I was left on this earth, I think, and now I know, to help poor bastards like you try to fulfill your dreams. The one thing for sure is your dreams aren't big enough. Even for those of you that have been here before, many, many times. I can say that. Okay?